Welcome to our video, a space to remember and honor those we've recently lost, as well as the icons who've left unforgettable marks on our lives. Today, October 10th, 2025, we reflect on their journeys, celebrate their achievements, and cherish the memories they've given us. Along the way, we'll also share updates on WWE stars currently facing challenges, moments that have touched fans around the world. Join us in keeping their stories alive with love, respect, and appreciation. Subscribe and become part of a community that celebrates their legacy and supports one another through every high and low.
Mike von Erich, born on March 2nd, 1964, was a professional wrestler and a member of the legendary Von Erich family, one of the most influential dynasties in wrestling history. As the son of wrestling icon Fritz von Erich, Mike grew up surrounded by the sport that defined his family. His older brothers, Kevin, Kerry, and Chris, were already well known in the wrestling world, and the Von Erich name carried immense weight, especially in Texas, and through their association with the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA. When Mike entered the ring in the mid-1980s, he faced the daunting challenge of following in his family's footsteps. Unlike some of his brothers, who seemed born for the spotlight, Mike's path wasn't easy. Wrestling didn't come as naturally to him, and he often struggled under the immense expectations tied to the Von Erich legacy. Still, his determination and heart won him the respect of fans and peers alike. Over time, he found his rhythm and developed a style that reflected both his family's toughness and his own quiet charisma. Mike's biggest moments came during his time with World-Class Championship Wrestling, WCCW, the promotion his family helped make famous. He became part of unforgettable storylines and rivalries, most notably against the infamous Fabulous Freebirds, a feud that became one of wrestling's most iconic of the era. Fans admired Mike not only for his in-ring performances, but also for his courage and sincerity, qualities that set him apart. Behind the scenes, however, Mike faced profound personal struggles. The pressure of upholding the Von Erich name, combined with injuries and health issues, took a heavy toll. Like several of his brothers, he battled depression and the emotional burden of loss within his family. Tragically, on April 12, 1987, at just 23 years old, Mike von Erich died by suicide, a heartbreaking chapter in the family's story. Though his life was short, Mike's legacy endures as part of wrestling's most storied family. His story serves as a poignant reminder of the human side of fame, the quiet battles behind the cheers, and the need for compassion toward those who carry the weight of expectation. André the Giant, born André René Roussimoff on May 19, 1946, in Grenoble, France, was one of the most unforgettable figures in professional wrestling and entertainment. Towering at 7 feet 4 inches and weighing over 500 pounds, he earned the nickname the Eighth Wonder of the World. His extraordinary size was caused by acromegaly, a hormonal disorder that led to abnormal growth. But André turned what could have been a burden into his greatest strength. André's wrestling career began in the early 1960s, and it didn't take long for his incredible presence to capture the world's attention. He competed in promotions across Europe, Japan, and North America before becoming a central figure in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, now known as WWE. By the 1980s, he was one of the most recognizable stars in the sport, admired not only for his size, but for his personality and showmanship. His legendary feud with Hulk Hogan defined an era of wrestling. Their clash at WrestleMania 3 in 1987 became one of the most iconic moments in sports entertainment history. In front of more than 90,000 fans, André was famously body-slammed by Hogan, an image that would come to symbolize the larger-than-life spectacle of professional wrestling. Though he lost that match, André's place in history was already secured as one of the sport's true pioneers. Outside the ring, André showed a gentler side that contrasted sharply with his intimidating appearance. He was known for his generosity, sense of humour, and deep affection for friends and fans alike. His charm also extended to the big screen, where he gave a beloved performance as Fezzik in The Princess Bride, 1987, winning hearts with his warmth and wit. André the Giant passed away in 1993 at the age of 46, leaving behind a towering legacy that stretched far beyond wrestling. To this day, he remains a symbol of strength, kindness, and the magic of believing in something larger than life. Ursula Hayden, born on March 8, 1966, was an American professional wrestler, actress, and producer whose passion and determination left a lasting mark on the world of wrestling. She passed away at the age of 56, leaving behind a legacy of strength, talent, and inspiration. Hayden rose to prominence in the late 1980s and 1990s, captivating fans with her mix of athleticism, charisma, and genuine love for the sport. Competing under the ring name Ursula, she quickly became a fan favourite for her dynamic wrestling style, a unique blend of powerful manoeuvres and high-flying moves that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. Throughout her career, she built a reputation for her fierce rivalries, unforgettable matches, and the electric energy she brought to every performance. Her time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and various independent promotions helped solidify her as one of the standout performers of her era. Beyond the ring, Hayden's creativity and ambition led her to explore acting and producing. She appeared in several films and television projects, showcasing her versatility and charm beyond the ropes. As a producer, she was deeply committed to elevating women's roles in professional wrestling. Through her work behind the scenes, she helped create opportunities for other female wrestlers to shine, pushing for stronger representation and respect for women in a male-dominated industry. Hayden's journey was not without its challenges. She faced injuries and personal hardships that tested her resilience. But she never lost her drive or her love for wrestling. Instead, she used her experiences to uplift others, mentoring young wrestlers and advocating for the wrestling community she so deeply cared about. When news of her passing broke, fans and colleagues across the world paid heartfelt tribute to her legacy. She was remembered not just as a fierce competitor, but as a kind, generous and passionate woman who inspired countless others to chase their dreams. Ursula Hayden's influence continues to live on in the wrestling world, where she is celebrated as a trailblazer, a role model, and a true pioneer for women in the sport. Nelson Frazier Jr., best known to wrestling fans as Mabel, Viscera and Big Daddy V, was born on February 14, 1971 in Memphis, Tennessee. Standing at an imposing height and known for his incredible size, Frazier became one of the most memorable big men in professional wrestling history. His career spanned over 2 decades, during which he constantly reinvented himself and left a lasting mark on the industry. Frazier's journey in wrestling began in the early 1990s when he debuted in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, as Mabel, a member of the colourful and entertaining tag team Men on a Mission. Alongside his partner Mo and manager Oscar, Mabel brought a fun, hip-hop inspired energy to the ring, something fresh and vibrant for the era. The trio's charisma quickly connected with fans, and in 1994, they captured the WWF Tag Team Championship, marking a major milestone in Frazier's young career. Mabel's star rose even higher in 1995 when he won the prestigious King of the Ring tournament, transforming into the villainous King Mabel. With his new royal persona, he took on a darker edge, becoming one of the most intimidating figures in WWF at the time. His feud with Diesel, Kevin Nash, for the WWF Championship solidified him as a top-tier competitor and a major force in the company. After a short break, Frazier returned in 1999 under a new persona, Viscera, a dark and fearsome enforcer in The Undertaker's Ministry of Darkness. Dressed in black leather and exuding menace, Viscera was a key part of one of WWE's most mysterious and unforgettable factions. In the mid-2000s, Frazier reinvented himself once again as Big Daddy V on WWE's ECW brand. With a bold new look and managed by Matt Striker, he showcased a more ruthless side, taking on stars like CM Punk and Kane in fierce battles. Sadly, Nelson Frazier Jr. passed away on February 18, 2014, just days after his 43rd birthday due to a heart attack. Though gone too soon, his larger-than-life presence, versatility, and unforgettable characters continue to be celebrated by wrestling fans around the world. Gianna Jane Daddio, better known to the world as Liv Morgan, was born on June 8, 1994, in Morristown, New Jersey, and grew up in Elmwood Park. From a young age, she was captivated by professional wrestling, a fascination that began long before she ever imagined stepping into a WWE ring. Like many fans of her generation, Liv idolized female trailblazers such as Lita and Trish Stratus, two women who redefined what female athletes could do in a male-dominated sport. Inspired by their energy and rebellious charisma, Liv spent much of her childhood reenacting their moves in makeshift backyard matches with her siblings. Those moments were more than just play. They were the beginnings of a dream that would one day define her life. Growing up wasn't always easy. Liv's family faced financial challenges after the loss of her father, forcing her and her siblings to rely on each other for emotional and financial support. She worked various jobs, including waitressing, to help make ends meet. Yet, even while working long hours, she never let go of the dream that kept her going, becoming a WWE superstar. Every spare moment was spent training, studying wrestling tapes, and visualizing her name on the marquee. Her early life taught her resilience, something that would later become a defining part of her career. The road to WWE. Determination meets opportunity. Liv's path to WWE wasn't paved with privilege or shortcuts. It was built through sheer perseverance. After years of independent training and persistence, she caught the attention of WWE scouts and signed a developmental contract in October 2014. Assigned to WWE's Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, she found herself surrounded by a new world of opportunity, but also fierce competition. Many trainees were already skilled athletes, former gymnasts, and seasoned wrestlers. Liv knew she had to prove herself. Her early days were filled with grueling physical conditioning, endless drills, and character work. She debuted under the ring name Marley, but soon rebranded herself as Liv Morgan, a name that felt truer to her personality. She was energetic, rebellious, and full of fight, a reflection of her real-life attitude. Liv's bubbly yet gritty personality resonated with fans of NXT, WWE's developmental brand, even when she wasn't booked as a top star. Despite some early struggles, Liv's natural charisma began to shine. She learned how to perform not only as an athlete, but as a storyteller, how to make the audience care, how to show vulnerability, and how to make every loss feel like part of a greater journey. Her matches against top NXT talents like Asuka and Ember Moon provided invaluable experience, even if victories were rare. These matches taught her how to handle pressure, adapt in the ring, and keep growing. Breaking through. The Riot Squad era. Liv Morgan's career took a major leap forward in 2017 when she was called up to the WWE main roster. Alongside Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan, she became part of a new faction known as the Riot Squad. Their debut on SmackDown Live immediately captured attention. They stormed the ring, interrupted matches, and declared war on WWE's established female stars. The Riot Squad's persona was rebellious, unapologetic, and anti-establishment. They weren't polished glamour figures. They were raw, real, and unpredictable. This authenticity made them stand out. While the trio were often positioned as villains, fans quickly grew to admire their chemistry and teamwork. Liv, in particular, became known for her spunky energy and fearless approach to in-ring competition. The Riot Squad's run helped Liv refine her identity as a performer. Working closely with veterans like Ruby Riott provided mentorship that shaped her craft and confidence. Yet, like many wrestling groups, the Riot Squad eventually dissolved during the 2019 WWE Draft, splitting the three women across different brands. The breakup was emotional for fans and for Liv herself. It marked the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, her solo journey, reinvention and growth as a solo star. After the Riot Squad split, Liv Morgan faced uncertainty. She disappeared from television for a time, leaving fans curious about what was next. When she returned, she came back with a new image and renewed determination. Her promos revealed a more personal side, softer, introspective, yet quietly strong. Gone was the playful girl from NXT. In her place stood a woman who had been through trials and came out wiser. She began feuding with established stars such as Lana and Natalya, each match sharpening her skills and solidifying her place on the roster. Slowly but surely, she began earning credibility as a solo act. Liv's in-ring performance matured. She incorporated more athletic and technical moves, showing versatility that impressed both fans and peers. Her perseverance paid off in 2022 when she achieved the biggest victory of her career. At the Money in the Bank event, Liv climbed the ladder, literally and figuratively, and grabbed the briefcase guaranteeing a future championship match. Later that same night, she cashed in her contract on Ronda Rousey, defeating the former UFC champion to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. The crowd erupted in one of the loudest ovations of the year. It was the moment she had dreamed about since those childhood backyard matches. That victory symbolized more than a title. It represented Liv Morgan's journey from obscurity to stardom. Her tearful celebration, her genuine disbelief, and her connection with fans made it one of the most emotional moments in recent WWE history. Health challenges, physical and emotional battles. Liv Morgan's career has been defined not just by triumphs, but also by the challenges she has faced along the way. Wrestling, while entertaining, is brutally demanding on the body. Every slam, fall and dive takes a toll, and Liv has experienced that firsthand. In 2023, she sustained a serious shoulder injury during a match with Raquel Rodriguez. The damage was severe enough to force her to relinquish the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships, halting her momentum just as she was regaining traction in the division. The injury required extensive rehabilitation and physical therapy, forcing her to take months away from the ring. For a performer who thrives on adrenaline and audience connection, that kind of forced stillness can be mentally taxing. When she returned later that year, it was clear she hadn't lost her spark. But then, tragedy struck again. In June 2025, during a live episode of Monday Night Raw, Liv suffered another devastating shoulder dislocation in a match against Kairi Sane. The match was stopped abruptly, and Liv was rushed backstage for medical evaluation. Subsequent reports confirmed that the injury was serious enough to require surgery. This was another blow, physically and emotionally. The surgery was performed by a top sports orthopedic specialist, and Liv began an intense recovery process that would last several months. Rehabilitation for a shoulder injury of that nature is grueling. It demands patience, consistency, and resilience. For a performer who built her reputation on energy and movement, being sidelined again was a hard reality to accept. However, Liv's approach to recovery has been deeply inspiring. She has stayed focused, spending hours in physical therapy and gradually regaining mobility. The WWE medical team has taken a cautious approach. ensuring she does not rush back too soon. Her determination to heal properly reflects her maturity and long-term perspective on her career. Mental and emotional resilience. Injuries don't just test the body, they test the mind. Liv has spoken candidly in past interviews about the emotional toll that comes with being away from the ring. The isolation, uncertainty, and fear of losing one's spot can weigh heavily on any performer. Yet she has approached these challenges with remarkable strength. During her rehabilitation, Liv has emphasized the importance of mental health and self-care. She has leaned on close friends within WWE, as well as her family, to maintain balance and positivity. She has also taken time to reflect on her journey, understanding that setbacks are not endings, but part of growth. Fans have admired her honesty, as she continues to show that strength isn't just physical, it's emotional and mental too. Even while recovering, she stays connected with her fan base through social media, sharing glimpses of her recovery process and words of encouragement. That authenticity has only deepened her bond with the WWE universe. Many fans find her story relatable. A person who falls, gets hurt, but keeps standing up again and again. Financial stability and professional status. While rumours have occasionally circulated about Liv Morgan's personal life or financial situation, credible reports indicate that she remains professionally and financially stable. WWE performers like Liv are compensated not only through base contracts but also through merchandise sales, event bonuses, and media appearances. Her popularity has ensured a consistent income stream, even during injury recovery. Outside the ring, Liv has explored other ventures, dabbling in acting and modelling projects. These roles allow her to stay active creatively while she recovers physically. She's also been smart about maintaining her brand presence, appearing at fan conventions and promotional events when medically cleared. Her situation reflects a broader reality of modern wrestling. Even during downtime, maintaining visibility matters. Liv has managed that balance well, ensuring that while her body heals, her career momentum doesn't disappear entirely. Character development and WWE's creative direction. Over the past few years, WWE has explored various creative directions for Liv Morgan. At times, there were discussions about a potential heel turn, transforming her from the plucky underdog into a darker, more ruthless version of herself. While such storylines never fully materialized, they hinted at WWE's faith in her versatility. Before her latest injury, Liv was rumored to be aligned with the Judgment Day, one of WWE's most dominant factions. The storyline teased possible romantic and alliance angles with Dominic Mysterio, which generated strong fan interest. However, her injury and subsequent surgery forced WWE to pause or rewrite those creative plans. Despite the setbacks, the fact that Liv continues to be discussed in major storyline possibilities speaks volumes about her value to the company. WWE clearly views her as a central figure in the women's division, a performer who can connect emotionally with fans and deliver in big moments. The long road of recovery. Liv Morgan's rehabilitation journey has become a story of determination in itself. Shoulder surgery recovery typically spans 6 to 8 months, depending on the severity of the injury. During this period, Liv has been working closely with medical professionals and physical therapists to regain strength and flexibility. Reports indicate that she has remained highly disciplined, following her rehab schedule with precision. The process includes controlled motion exercises, gradual weight training, and eventually in-ring conditioning drills. Liv understands the stakes. Returning too soon could risk re-injury, but returning too late could affect her momentum. It's a delicate balance she's managing carefully. She has also stayed involved in WWE's community initiatives and has been spotted visiting the Performance Center, interacting with trainees and offering moral support. Her presence there serves as inspiration for newer wrestlers learning the importance of mental toughness and perseverance. A broader perspective, health and the human cost of wrestling. Liv's injuries highlight a broader issue within professional wrestling. The physical toll the sport takes on performers, the grueling schedule, constant travel, nightly performances, and the pressure to deliver show-stealing matches can push athletes to their limits. Liv's multiple injuries have reminded both fans and peers of the human side behind the larger-than-life characters they see on television. She has been vocal about the importance of rest and proper recovery, setting a positive example for younger wrestlers. Her honesty about pain, exhaustion, and vulnerability has opened important conversations about the long-term health of performers. WWE has reportedly become more proactive in ensuring that stars like Liv get the medical care they need, rather than pushing for early returns. The emotional bond with fans. Few superstars connect with fans on as personal a level as Liv Morgan does. Part of her appeal lies in her authenticity. She doesn't come across as untouchable or perfect. Instead, she's relatable, a reflection of someone who works hard, stumbles, and keeps going. Fans see themselves in her story. During her absences from television, the outpouring of support from fans has been overwhelming. Social media is often filled with messages of encouragement, fan art, and countdowns to her eventual return. Liv often acknowledges this support, expressing gratitude for the love she receives. That emotional connection has turned her from a performer into a symbol of perseverance. Her fanbase, affectionately known as Liv's Army, continues to grow, showing that her appeal transcends wins and losses. It's about her spirit, her story, and her ability to rise after every fall. Conclusion: a fighter, a dreamer, and an inspiration. Liv Morgan's career is more than a timeline of matches and championships. It's a testament to human endurance. From her early days training for a dream, through her struggles in NXT, her rise with the Riot Squad, her championship glory, and her ongoing recovery, Liv has shown what it means to fight with heart. Her injuries have been severe, but they have not defined her. Instead, they have revealed her strength, her humility, and her resilience. She has become a symbol of perseverance for fans everywhere, proving that setbacks can forge even greater comebacks. As she continues to heal and prepare for her next chapter, one thing remains certain: Liv Morgan's story is still being written. Whether she returns to capture more championships, inspire others through advocacy, or simply remind the world of her fighting spirit, she has already left an indelible mark on WWE history. Her legacy is one of heart, passion, and authenticity. A reminder that even in a world built on scripted drama, the most powerful stories are the real ones. And Liv Morgan's story, full of struggle, healing, and unbreakable will, is as real as it gets.